Hey Facebook, welcome to Life with Annie. We're finishing up our dinner tonight, and I thought I would surprise Matt and make a little dessert to go along with it. So I'm going to make a pie, or a pie as I call it, and it's just a chocolate pie. And what I'm going to do, I've got this little burner on, and I apologize for the noise. I hope you can hear me over this burner. So I'm going to get started. I've got everything going back there for the pepper steak, and it looks really good. So let me get this going real quick. Okay, so it's just a chocolate pie, and what I'm going to do is put in 1.5 cups of sugar. And 1/4 of a cup of cornstarch. And then 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt. Okay, and then I'm just going to quickly whisk that together before it starts cooking. Then I'm just going to pour in 3 cups of milk. And I'm going to whisk that together, and once I get this whisked a little bit, I'm going to grab my egg yolks out of the refrigerator. I forgot to get those out. I'll be right back. And it's 4 egg yolks that go in. Alright, and then I'm just going to whisk, whisk, whisk. I have already baked a pie crust. I just used a store-bought. It's not even the roll-out kind. It's the kind the frozen in the little tin. I've already baked that, and it needs to be cool also. So this is kind of like a pudding kind of a pie. This is the pie recipe that I saw Ree Drummond make it one day on her show, and she said that it was like her husband's favorite chocolate pie, that he would eat it every day if he had it. So we're going to see how good it is. While that is kind of heating up and hopefully going to boil for me in a little bit, I've got 2 tablespoons of butter here that we're going to add after it finishes cooking, some vanilla, and then I'm going to go and get the chocolate, because I need to finish chopping up the chocolate. I'll be right back. And it calls for about 6.5 ounces of bittersweet chocolate. But since I wasn't planning to make a pie today, I didn't have bittersweet chocolate. All I had was semi-sweet chocolate. So I have 4 ounces of this, and then I had 4 ounces of German sweet chocolate. So I just broke off enough of the German sweet chocolate to add it to this, and that's what we're using. So I've got most of my chocolate chopped up, but I'm just going to finish up this last little bit. Let me give this a stir before I get going on that. I don't think Matt will be too disappointed. Chocolate is chocolate to him. So I'm just kind of breaking this chocolate up. I hope everybody had a good Monday. It was kind of quiet for me. But it's been a beautiful day. The humidity is down. Although I didn't go out in it. I let the dogs out, but that's about it. Okay, so there's our chocolate. Let me wash off my hands real quick. How we're doing here. I can feel it starting to thicken up. And the recipe says when this starts to come to a bubble, you don't want it to get to a real boil, but when it starts to come to a bubble and starts to thicken a little bit, then you want to remove it from the heat and add your vanilla, butter, and your chocolate. Hey, Melissa. I'm just keeping this stirred. I don't want those eggs to scramble in there, so they should be well blended. And then the recipe also said that if you have leftover of the chocolate filling, just to pour in little containers and then chill it in the refrigerator. So, all right, it's starting to get really smooth. Creamy. And I'll wait till I see the first few little bubbles. There we go. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Okay. So I'm going to stop it. I don't know if you can tell the creamy texture from that or not, but I think it's where it needs to be. So at this point, I'm going to add our 2 tablespoons of butter and our chocolate. And the heat from your mixture will melt your chocolate. Clap for the chocolate. And then 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Stir this around. Get all that butter and vanilla and chocolate melted and blended. Now, Matt's not going to be able to eat this pie right away. He's going to have to let it chill in the refrigerator for a little bit. But I think he'll be okay with that, knowing that he's got something waiting on him when it's ready. I think he'll be fine. Because he doesn't even know he's getting a dessert tonight. And that's nice and creamy. Okay, so I'm going to move this aside and I'm going to get my pie crust over here. And my pie crust kind of cracked and broke, but that's okay because it's not going to show anyway. See my little pitiful pie crust? Alright. I'm just going to pour this in here. Yeah, we are going to, I could have made 2 pies actually with that amount. But she said it's like a pudding, so I guess you can just eat it. Like she said, serve it in little ramekins or little bowls, and then when it chills, spray some of that squirty whipped topping on it that we like so well. And I'm going to set that in the refrigerator in just a little bit so that we can enjoy that later. And in the meantime, I'm going to dish up a plate of this pepper steak and see what it looks like. I've moved it back here so I can make this pie. So hold on one second. So this is going to be my plate. So I made just a little bit of rice for me. And let's see. I guess I can turn this off. It's been cooking quite a while. Let me get some of the pepper steak. Okay, so here is the pepper steak. It's been cooking all afternoon and it's a little hot, so I don't want to taste it right now. And then we've got our delicious looking pie, however you say it, pie in my house. But anyway, that is going to be our dinner tonight. If Matt wants some bread, we've got some of that leftover Italian loaf that he could cut off a piece of bread, toast it up if he wants to. But it smells really good, and the pie certainly smells good. And I am going to pour this into, wow, there's a lot. I mean, I could have made 2 good pies out of that. We got a lot. So, but like she said, it's pudding, so we're going to eat it as pudding after we finish our pie. So anyway, I just wanted to drop back in and show you the end result of the pepper steak. I did post that recipe on Life with Annie if you would like to try it. I want to just let you know, the other week when I made the chicken salad that had the brown sugar in it, I had a couple questions about that brown sugar ingredient. And honestly, if I didn't know by putting it in there that it was there, I wouldn't have even known it was there. It was a delicious chicken salad. I will make it again because Matt loved it. We both loved it. So yeah, it was a good recipe. Also, the breakfast that I made, the overnight baked French toast, is delicious. As a matter of fact, I had some leftovers this morning, and that just crunchy caramelization on the bottom is really good. So those are 2 recipes that I highly recommend, and hopefully this one as well. So thanks again for stopping in, and we'll see you again real soon. Have a great night, everybody. Bye.